Yeah, I was talking to you. Sorry. I make a motion, we come out of exec session.
Second.
All right, I have a motion by Jay, second by Jared to come out of executive session. All for coming out?
All
Aye.
in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we're out of executive session and back in our board meeting.
Mr. President, there's one item that needs to be added to our agenda.
Actually, I have two additional items.
Okay, I'm sorry. One item in particular, and then our county administrator has some additional activity. That item is authority to accept option B as set forth in the county insurance proposal presented by Risk Management Partners, and authority of the county administrator to execute any and all documents or conduct any and all activities necessary to secure appropriate insurance coverage for Rankin County. That's an add.
I'll make a motion to add.
Second.
All right, Brad makes a motion to add, Jay seconds. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes to add this insurance matter to our agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Brad makes a motion to approve item B. Jared seconds that motion, and that includes our administrator taking care of all the documents and stuff that will carry this forward. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
All right, Mr. President, I have two items I wish the board to entertain to add. One being a one-year extension of the VD vector control contract at the current rate with a one-year option. The second item is authority to pay an invoice from Integrated Right-of-Way for right-of-way acquisition services performed.
Motion to add these two items.
Second.
All right, Jay makes a motion to add these two items. Calhoun seconds that motion. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right.
Now,
I'd ask the board to entertain authority to enter into a one-year agreement with Vector Control, Vector Disease Control at the current annual rate with a one-year option after review and approval of the board attorney.
Motion to approve.
Second.
all right, Jay makes a motion to approve one-year extension to Vector Control. Jared seconds. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
All right, and the second item was approval of authority to pay invoice 2018-2020-10 from Integrated Right-of-Way in the amount of $3,327.50 for right-of-way acquisition services performed, and authority to issue that check.
Motion approved.
Motion by Jared to approve.
Second.
Second by Jay Bishop to approve 2/18/2010. Was that
Yes, sir.
right?
The invoice number, yes, sir.
Invoice number.
So is that for the work they've done? Or
Yes,
is
sir,
this-
it is for work they've done, we just missed
Okay.
it on the agenda.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Had a motion by Jared, second by Jay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Gentlemen, this is no action required. It's advisory, and it's for me to get, to take your temperature on how to respond. BP Energy, another one of our Gulf South customers, has reached out and requested additional time to consider the assessment of personal property taxes to BP Energy for personal property taxes that they owe to Rankin County for estate taxes going back to 2017. It's a fairly big number. I'm working with those guys. They're trying to reconcile the differences in the volumes, and they have requested additional time to work with me. I would hope that we'd be willing to do that. The reason that they have to ask for additional time is because they only have 30 days from the date that the assessment is presented to them to actually pay it. And that's how they cut off interest accrual. And so I would like the board's permission to extend a little bit of grace to these guys and see if we can't get a settlement of what they owe.
Is there a time limit?
Yeah, I'd like to give them an additional 30 days. That's more than enough time. They've got about 10 days left on the first 30 days. So that's really giving them 40 days total. We should be able to get a resolution of our claim against BP. Does anybody have any problem with extending
I
the
don't,
the
since
time?
they seem like they're moving forward.
Oh, they're
anyway.
trying.
Yeah.
They're trying. They just,
Right.
it hit them cold. This whole thing has just been a disaster from day one, with
Do we have to
everybody
vote on
being in
that?
the dark. I don't need a vote. I just need y'all to tell me that you're okay with me extending that. I don't want to do that on y'all's behalf without your permission to do it.
I'm good.
Anybody
I'm
got
good.
any
As
problem
long as
with that?
they're working on it.
They're working.
All right. Any other additional business?
You can tell me later. I forgot to ask about how the hearing went.
Which one?
But we haven't had an actual hearing. We are working on a date scheduled.
Okay.
What's happened, Jay, is we filed pleadings. Both parties
Okay.
filed pleadings. You talking about Gulf South?
No.
Oh.
Water Association.
Oh.
Well, was a joke.
Okay.
That,
All right.
the proposed completion of the settlement conference
Yeah.
is in November. No date has
All right.
yet been
All right.
Wait.
secured.
You don't want to tell them what happened?
I mean, yeah, so they.
Y'all
so
wanna
they-
go into
they-
executive?
They came to the.
Can we tell it now?
We can.
We probably
because
don't
I
need to.
We're not gonna get into where the parties are. This is just really posturing.
I'll tell you afterwards.
All right.
All right, do I have a motion to recess until
So moved.
November 2nd? Jay makes a
I do have a
motion.
question. We any idea when in November?
Second.
All this is a late tactic.
Yeah, that's it.
All
I
right,
wish we could,
Brad seconds. Any other discussion? All in favor of
Aye.
recessing? All right, motion passes to
Aye.
recess.